All right, so we all can say 50 Cent gonna win against Lil Wayne, correct?
No, ain't no fashion, no way. Unless they talking about like our careers, like how much money he done made, his net worth. Then yeah, 50 Cent on top of that shit. Real business man, real. You know what I mean? But he's not better than Lil Wayne as a rapper at all.
What about they creating music?
He not better than Lil Wayne musically at all.
I argue that. I think 50 Cent is better at creating music than Lil Wayne.
Argue with yourself.
Nah, look, I'm gonna tell you. I think the proof is
Because of the first album and the songs?
no. Listen, all right. So
The
ability.
talking about his goal.
Nah, listen. In fact, I
Talking
gotta
down
be
your
objective.
goal.
I gotta be objective. You know what I'm saying? The ability to create music that's something that rarely leaves you, as long as you continue to do it. All right, so Lil Wayne is one of the legends and goats. Some due to how long he been in the game and how long he held that standard.
Mm-hmm.
So after that top album with 50 Cent, we'll say he dropped, and after he dropped, I want to say he was consistent at where he was at.
He had radio hits and hit. You know, he kept his hits going, but
Yeah, and even BK said I know of him because of the songs he put in Power. Those are good songs. It was knowledgeable for her to. Well, it was good enough for her to be like, okay, I want to hear this later.
right.
And this almost 20 years later, he still had the ability to do this. And then you look at the flip hand with Lil Wayne, he gave us an album almost 20 years later, and most people didn't like it because it wasn't with the times.
I think it's different. I think her being able to listen to the songs that he already created that were good, and being able to catch it on a different platform, that makes him better career wise, because he's able to. Here's my show now. I'm gonna put my old songs or my great songs on my show that you like, and it's gonna influence you to go back and like my songs.
But that's not what he's doing though. He's creating new songs, putting them on my new shows.
Besides that song that came out 3 years ago that you were talking about.
With Chris Brown?
I'm the man. That song's like 2-3 years old.
The Power is like 4, 5, 6 years old. Like it's not a new show. It's not a new show.
That's not a new song.
But I'm saying the soundtrack for that show, when that show came out, was new. Those songs was new. He was putting out the soundtrack. He was producing the soundtrack for them shows. Even though all the songs wasn't his, you grab other artists, of course. But I'm saying the ability to do that and go back and say, all right, I want to listen to this song far away from the show. Like I get
where you're coming from. Like it do be sounding good on this.
It's the influence of the show. I think that's what it is. Like
I still bet the
difference. He can't play, because I'm gonna be honest. I look at shows and I listen to the songs based on how they place them. Like if something happened in this scene and they play this one song that matches the scene and matches the vibe, I'm like, oh, they did that. What was the name of the song? Shazam.
No, that speaks to both. That speaks to 50 Cent ability with production. Like, okay, we're going to play the right song and hit the right chord. But it also speaks to his talent when that right song is my song. When I create the right song for that.
All them songs
I get where you're coming from.
I mean, you got a point, but most of them songs don't be his, like you said.
I'm only speaking to his, though. Like, his songs hit.
All right, so which songs are that? Because the one that I only know, and I ain't know it came from that show, is the one with Chris Brown. And that's because Chris Brown smoked it. But what songs that's 50 cents, that's strictly 50 cents that y'all wouldn't listen to outside the show?
I can't get it because I've never watched Power.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I heard the Chris Brown song, the 50 Cent song with Chris Brown, and was like, oh, this is a great song. So, right.
When I heard it wasn't Chris Brown on it. On the show, it's just him. But then when I Shazammed it and I seen Chris Brown, it was a remix. I like that one more.
But that still speaks to the fact because with just 50 Cent alone, I was finna go listen to this shit. And now that Chris Brown on it, like you said, I like it even more.
Mm-hmm.
So I just say all that to argue the fact that 50 Cent is better at creating music than Lil Wayne.
I don't think so. I think his career is better, so it's able to make his music career have more longevity to it.
But
you saying career wise or music?
I'm not saying. I mean, you look at his. I look at his career to get to this point, like to finalize, to get to the conclusion that 50 Cent is better at creating music. I look at their whole career. Like, don't get me wrong, Wayne is the GOAT rapper. Like, he put out Funeral, and everybody came to the point, Lil Wayne still can rap. He's the best rapper alive. Nobody's rapping better than him. All right, cool. But none of these songs are getting played again because you're just rapping on it.
But that's just those songs.
But no, that's Wayne been in the studio saying, I'm finna make what I want to make, and hopefully the masses like it. That's the difference between 50 Cent saying, okay, I'm finna make this song, and it's gonna hit right here for my movie. That's a talent in his own just for this scene. And also, it's good enough for if you hear this, you'll want to hear it far from the show, isolated from the show. Like, that's a talent. And
it's music. You're going to want to hear the music isolated from the show anyway, because you can't listen to music and listen to a show.
Yeah, but it got to be it still got to be a good song. Like, at the end of the day, it got to be a good song. And when I go check out that, the real version of this song, you have a feature artist on it, yeah, I'm going to like it more. And the ability to create music, even though you started in the 90s.
You giving me that as if he's able to do that more than once. He did that once, and this shit got 6 seasons. Power has 6 seasons. He got Tyrese.
Only reason I can give you that one song, because that's the only song I can confirm that came from there. Like, I've heard people like the theme song that he did. Like,
because your point is telling me he's using his show to create new music and make new music that stands. That's a song.
All right, if I can give you one song, and you can't give me one song from Lil Wayne, then I think my point is made.
Not necessarily.
Why not? If I did, even if I did it one time, even if it was for a show, I made a song. It can go for a soundtrack. That's cool. At the end of the day, I had to create a song. I made the song. Right. Ability to create a song. Being an old artist from back in the 90s, where both of us started.
He did not start in the 90s.
Well, I'm pretty sure he had aspirations of rapping in the 90s.
Started in the 90s.
Wayne started.
50 Cent
started his debut 2003.
2004.
It was 3.
It was 4.
All right, that's what.
4. It's not a big difference.
It's 5 years from the 90s.
That's a big difference.
It's 5 years from the 90s.
5 years. You know how much happens in 5 years?
5 years from the 90s.
That's a big difference.
All right, but like you said, I dropped one album.
Not really, because you know how people be like, 90s babies only know this, and I'm born in 2000, we know a lot of shit from the 90s. Know
it, but you weren't there to feel it.
What you mean? I grew up feeling it.
I understand. I get that feeling. I understand what you're saying. In hip hop, not 5 years is a long ass time.
We listen to Michael Jackson all the time. None of us was really there to witness Michael Jackson.
Well, I was old enough when he passed away. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's not.
I get your point. Like, you're 100% right. We didn't get to experience Michael Jackson from when he first popped on the scene in Jackson 5 to when he became the icon he was, and niggas passing out his shows.
But he's saying that like he has too.
But I get that, but that has nothing to do with the ability to create songs. Like, all right, you started in 99. That makes my point even more. You had more time to perfect this shit than I had, and I still was able to perfect it, and you didn't.
That's right. That don't make your shit better because you can still perfect it. Like,
yes,
you just perfected it.
I'm not arguing that his shit is better. I'm saying 50 Cent has the ability to create better music.
You said better, so no, he don't. Sorry.
He does though.
You talking about better music than Lil Wayne or than what he has?
Better music than Lil Wayne. If you put Lil Wayne in the studio, say create a song. You put 50 Cent in the studio, say create a song. You give them both the same resources. I believe 50 Cent song will be better.
Okay.
In 2023, yes.
That's why your opinion.
Yes, I believe that.
I believe Lil Wayne's will be better.
Man, let's give it up for the GOAT, 50 Cent.
Got to. Got to. It's only right. It's only right. Nah, yeah.
Well, I play on the man.
Nah, I ain't playing that shit. Nah, relax. That shit. Hey, Chris Brown came and smoked that shit.
Saved the song.
I mean, I'm not.
It's a good concept. It's a good song. Let me not hate.
I'm not a 50 Cent fan, but at the same time, I gotta recognize what you're doing. Even if I don't like the song, if the masses like the song, then
the who?
The masses, the public masses,
not
like the song. Then
that don't make it that far because the masses like the song.
Yes, it kind of, if a song,
because the masses are ignorant, they don't give a fuck.
All right, I understand that, but if you have the ability to create a song that's relevant now, even when you started from far back then, there's a talent in that, and 50 Cent does that better than Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne raps better.
No, he don't. He just fucked up on that one album.
And then he fucked up again on that other album with Rich the Kid.
That's just a bad mix. Why would you make a song with fucking Rich the Kid?
That's my point though. That is my point. Wayne thought that would be a good idea. 50 Cent knew that would never be a good idea, and that's my point.
50 Cent don't fuck with down south.
No, that's not. No, 50 Cent even want to match up with somebody that wouldn't sound good with him up north.
I thought we already gave the GOAT his props.
Nah, I want P to give the GOAT his props. All right. Still going Lil Wayne? All right, well, look, I'll give you Lil Wayne because he birthed Drake.